Time again for the news here on Rwanda Television. It is my pleasure to welcome you. My name is Sarah Shinhore. Let us begin with the headlines. Rwanda and Oman have signed agreements to boost cooperation in various sectors. And on the international scene, environmentalists are standing up to oil companies, corruption and violence in Colombia. Now, straight to the details. The countries of Rwanda and Oman have signed an air services cooperation agreement described as a major step toward promoting tourism, trade and investment between the two countries, with Oman Air flights expected to start in the 6th month of this year. Rwanda and Oman also signed cooperation agreements in sectors including transport, particularly in developing land ports and related services, as well as air transport, with plans for Oman Air to launch flights linking Muscat and Kigali in June, as we just noted. The Rwanda Development Board and Oman's Civil Aviation Authority also agreed on cooperation and investment related to airport infrastructure, including the international airport currently under construction in Bugesera district, that's in the eastern province here in Rwanda. There are also cooperation agreements on innovation and data management between the ministries responsible for technology in both countries. The signing of these various agreements took place during an official visit by a Rwandan delegation to the Sultanate of Oman, led by the Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation Ambassador Olivier Nduhungirehe, who said that both countries committed to immediately begin implementing the agreements.
We have just signed a number of agreements on data centers, on cooperation between our two investment authorities, and also we have signed a cooperation in air connectivity, and most importantly, the start of the air flights of Oman Air to Kigali starting this June. So it's really an important time for Rwanda and Oman, because Rwanda and Oman are connected even geographically, because through the East African community, we are connected to Oman through the Indian Ocean. So it's a good day, and we have committed to start implementing the MOUs that we have signed, and that we will also be signing in the coming days, and that will benefit our two countries and our two peoples.
Oman's Minister of Transport, Communications and Information Technology, that is Said Al-Mawali, said that the launch of the new Oman Air flights between Muscat and Kigali will help strengthen the already existing friendly relations between the two countries. He added that this also reinforces Oman's efforts to intensify cooperation with other countries in order to support trade, investment and broader economic cooperation. The Minister of State in Rwanda's Ministry of Infrastructure said that these air links align with Rwanda's commitment to deepen cooperation with other countries and to open up to the world, while also projecting a positive image of Rwanda to the international stage. The Rwandan delegation also met with Oman's Minister of Finance to discuss areas where the two countries could cooperate in the financial sector. During this visit, Rwanda's Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation, Ambassador Olivier Nduhungirehe, also met with several officials, including his counterpart, Badir bin Hamad Al Busaid, to discuss issues related to expanding bilateral relations and cooperation in sectors of mutual interest. Rwanda and Oman have enjoyed diplomatic relations for more than 28 years, founded on a shared history, mutual respect in diplomacy, and cooperation in technology, trade, and other areas. Now, internet users and those who rely on it for various services here in Rwanda say that its high speed and affordability enable them to use it for their development, while also helping them to stay informed about what is happening inside and outside the country. In addition to Rwandans, foreigners living in Rwanda also appreciate the availability of affordable and fast internet.
I'm connected now. I'm connected. I watch the video. I make everything with connection without problem. I took like 5,000 since I have been here. They tell me that it's unlimited, but till now I have also connection. I've been here for 3 days now in Rwanda, and it's very good. I have no problem with 5,000. I have connection for more than 20 days, and they told me that I asked for 1 month. They say 1 month will be enough for me, and I realize it. I'm always in internet, morning till evening till night. I'm in internet. It's very cheap and very good, really. You are making a very great job.
Then for me, it's very important for connect with my family, also connect about what happened in Rwanda. Now in Rwanda, what happened here? Okay, I check the internet. I also pay that, I have a data, but with that area, it's better for me because I can see movie or I can see whatever.
Now, a report by a UK-based company called Cable, which regularly conducts research in the technology sector, shows that Rwanda is the leading country among members of the East African community in terms of having fast and affordable internet. The chief executive officer of the ICT chamber in the Private Sector Federation, that's Alex Nare, notes that government investment in expanding internet infrastructure has yielded positive results for the country's development.
Also, household internet or home fiber broadband has also gone, the prices have gone down, and today we have prices as low as $17, okay, for home broadband, or 25,000 francs for home broadband, or 1 gigabyte for mobile broadband is at less than $1. Okay, that's 1,000 francs. So that is really commendable, and want to thank all our internet service providers and member companies that have been at the forefront of this.
The economist Jean Bosco Kalisa also emphasizes that at this time, the internet plays a major role in the economic development of countries and in trade between them.
Being connected, it is one of the cheapest internet in Africa, where you can pay $25, less than $25, and you have a free connection for a family of 10 people. You will not have it anywhere in Africa, apart from Rwanda. So that enhances investor confidence. It promotes our tourism industry. It is also provides a linkage, a positive linkage or positive spillover to other sectors of our economy, agriculture, energy, industry, and other sectors that are now at the forefront of our economic transformation. So the internet becomes a backbone of the Rwandan economic transformation strategy, encapsulated under NS2. So as Rwanda strives to be a knowledge-based economy, internet becomes a key and a critical tool for our economic transformation.
Now, the technology sector as a whole currently contributes to 5% of the country's gross domestic product, while the target is to reach 10% by the year 2029. The government has rolled out broadband internet over 7,000 kilometers, enabling the country to attract investments worth $819 million over a 10-year period between 2013 and 2023. The country aims to attract similar levels of investment annually by 2035. Figures from the Ministry of ICT and Innovation at the beginning of 2025 showed that internet users had reached 60.6%, while 34% of them owned smartphones. In rural areas, internet usage stands at 19% compared to 57% in urban areas.
Looking at the indicators, key indicators that the World Bank, IMF has been relying on, and when you look at the human asset index, which is very critical for Rwanda, for Rwanda's graduation to a low middle income country, the internet becomes a critical tool, and how various sectors, including our health sectors, education sectors, energy sectors, are rolling out the internet, are using the internet to communicate, to deliver efficient services across the spectrum of our society, across the business, across the citizens. So internet becomes a key tool, a critical tool in our governance strategy.
Now, private investors in the city of Kigali who have turned to investing in electric vehicles and transport-related technology say this shift has brought them profits as it has reduced losses linked to petroleum products. They also say this change goes hand in hand with a shift in the mindset of Rwandans. As part of efforts to make Kigali an even cleaner and greener city, there is also a program aimed at reducing congestion in bus terminals where passengers wait for public transport through digital platforms like Duma Booking, which enables ticket purchasing using a mobile phone. Both those who have invested in problem-solving technologies and those who have invested in electric vehicles are jointly encouraging other Rwandans to broaden their mindset and align with the national vision set by the country. The Minister of Environment, Dr. Bernadette Arakwiye, has stressed that Kigali will achieve its goals when it comes to environmental protection only if it succeeds in reducing greenhouse gas emissions.
We can see really great achievement in Rwanda's adopting climate smart agriculture technology and also beginning to innovate on e-mobility. Those are the key highlights when it comes to interventions that help us in our fight against climate change, bringing really into the context, looking at the area, the share of agriculture in our economy and the fact that our mobility or transport sector is growing. So really beginning to address emission polluting activities in those two sectors really can help us make a dent in our climate action. So making it concrete, we are looking at opportunity again, mostly in the transport sector. We know that shifting from vehicles that use gasoline or diesel to adopting electric vehicle presents an investment opportunity that allow us first to mobilize the resources from investors in that sector, but also allow us to really tackle those broader challenge of climate change. And I can also name the air quality issues that we've been facing in the countries.
Now, as the Minister just noted, Rwanda has placed a strong emphasis on environmental protection and on increasing the use of technology across all sectors. Among the broader objectives is reducing expenditure on imported petroleum products, which are among the country's most costly imports. In 2024, Rwanda imported petroleum products worth $680 million, equivalent to more than 88 billion Rwandan francs, accounting for 28.4% of all imports recorded that year. And that report has brought us to the end of this edition of the News in English. I'm glad you are able to join us, and I look forward to seeing you again soon in the future. Goodbye.